The market complex is uneasy about COVID-19 restrictions, and the outside equities, they were able to return higher after the afternoon slide that started out Monday afternoon and continued through the early Tuesday morning open. Now, the latest economic data does show that the U.S. has entered a slight inflationary period in June after seeing a deflationary period in May, but is nowhere near the type of inflation that the Federal Reserve is wanting to see. U.S. dollar index also saw some money flow go away from it back into the euro. That was helpful to the energies, but WTI crude futures still range-bound $39 to $40. Over in the crops and then the grains, that's where we saw a mixed day on the trade, where we saw corn and Kansas City wheat close lower. Chicago wheat and soybeans were able to close higher. China made the fourth largest purchase of all time of U.S. corn exports. It was announced by USDA as a flash sale. It's also the largest corn sale we've seen since the late 1990s. Latest crop progress report showed a slight reduction in the corn and soybean crop conditions across the U.S., but key states like the Big Ice states were still very strong for their corn and soybeans. Latest GFS forecast is trying to include more moisture in the latter half of July into early August, so that's backed those weather bulls off. On the day, we'll see December new crop corn futures settle 3.33 3/4, November new crop soybeans 8.77 while September Chicago wheat futures settle 5.26 3/4, and September Kansas City wheat futures settle 4.42 1/4. In the livestock trade, it'll close mostly lower. There was some light buying in those deferred lean hog contracts, though. Food service demand is now in question as California has once again shut down many of its restaurant and dine-in services, now pushing them to delivery or curbside service only. Over for the cattle, though, there is a light cash trade starting to develop in the south, and it'll be fully steady so far with last week's trade. August live cattle on the day settle at $98.90. August feeder cattle settle at $36.72, and August lean hogs will settle $49.92. That's a check here of your closing commodity markets on this Tuesday, July the 14th. I'm Clay Patton. Have a great afternoon. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.